What's up, everybody? It's Vortak, and welcome to another episode of our Rising World Let's Play. In the last episode, we built that deck up there. It came out really nice. Got a lot of compliments on it and a lot more suggestions as well. In this episode, we'll be taking one of those suggestions from Lyric Aurora, who says, I would build a stone bakery with all the stone. Rising World has mentioned it is planning on adding... I'm kind of paraphrasing now. It's planning on adding baking for one of their features. They already added the rolling pin as well. I just think bakery when I think of stone because of the rustic stone oven. So thank you for that suggestion, Lyric Aurora. We will definitely be starting that today. How is everybody? Thank you so much for leaving suggestions. I have a whole bunch that I just keep adding to a notepad. And if I think I can get it done, I attempt to get it done. So I took that suggestion to heart, and that's what we'll be doing. Now, I'm trying to think about where to put it. And that's going to be my biggest challenge here. I can try to fill in this area more with other builds. I thought about maybe recycling this area, but this has kind of become our go-to crafting spot. And it'll take a lot of digging to get all this grass mowed down. So I have to remove the floor, get the grass pulled away, and then put the floor back. And I think I'm going to save that for another day if I do recycle that build. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe next to the general store might be a good place because we'll end up creating some kind of main street here. So I was thinking right there. That's going to take some terraforming as well, and I think maybe, we'll see, if I can get it on the same level as this block here, which seems to be kind of floating above the ground, maybe I can go in and put dirt around it, rather than filling in the whole area with dirt, and that might look a little bit better. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, yeah, again, how is everybody today? Be sure if you enjoy these videos, leave a like. I really appreciate the support. It has been awesome. I'm in the wrong spot if I want to get my stone. The support on these episodes is always very much appreciated and awesome. Alright, so I have tons and tons of stone. Tons and tons of it. I'm going to come into here and grab this. We're just going to grab as much as we can. We're going to be crafting it down to make floors and walls and stuff like that. What I'm going to need first, though, is a base. Do we have a lot of dirt? We have 9 pieces in here. Do we have... I think I have... Yeah, we got a bunch of dirt in here. Cool. Let's take that. And I'm going to get my dirt out to try to level this a little bit while I talk to you guys about some of the other things going on around the channel. So the other day I ended my Let's Play of Stranded Deep temporarily while I wait for the game to develop more. And I just feel like this game is just coming along a lot better in terms of building games. And by better, I mean faster, really. Better is a matter of opinion. So I won't say better, but I do feel like Rising World is coming along a lot quicker than some of the other games that we've been seeing out there in terms of building, crafting, survival games. And my decision to do that was not made easily, and I think some people were disappointed in that. However, it still, I think, was necessary, and I don't really regret it, because now we have room for another game. But for now, we're kind of down to 2 games on the channel, and that's going to be okay. That might mean more Rising World for you guys, or it might mean more Supreme, and maybe the same amount of Rising World, but I will definitely keep to my 1 video a day kind of schedule that I have going. So, speaking of that, some of my videos have been coming out a little bit later, and I do apologize. I usually have a whole bunch of time on the weekend to record a whole bunch for the channel, and I haven't been able to do that. I've been really busy with some other errands and things like that, just running around. I got an opportunity to hang out with someone who has a production company out here, like for TV, not TV, for just general production. They just do work for companies and stuff, and I've been trying to get into the field forever, and YouTube's just a great hobby, but that's a pretty unique opportunity for me. So if the videos are coming out later or I miss a day, I do apologize. That's just kind of the nature of the beast right now, and I just thought I'd let you guys know, because, yeah, I want you guys to be in the loop, and I want you to kind of understand why Rising World may be late today. Alright, so you know what's cool? Is that I'm digging up all this grass to try to level out the land, and it looks like the grass is the green part of it, not the wavy grass, but the actual green in the dirt is kind of being shifted around. It's not disappearing completely. So the area around this won't look as bad as I kind of thought it would. Let's get rid of that. So I think I have the land flat enough. I mean, it's nothing great, but, you know, you guys kind of saw what I was working with there. I'm going to go in and start to get some materials for this bakery here. Now, they said, Aurora said all stone. And that's not a bad idea. There's tons of variety in stone, and it should have a rustic look like a bakery. So I'm thinking maybe one of these stone brick textures here. I like this one, I like this one, and I like that one. I don't want it to be too rustic. This one has some like moss in it. That's pretty cool. And then we got some more modern bricks here. So I don't have tons and tons of options, but pretty decent amount of options. Let's go. I think this might be a good base to go off of. So I'm going to hit 64. I'm going to do maybe like, I don't know, 3 stacks of this since we're doing all the walls with it. I think 3 stacks will be a good amount. And for the floor, maybe if we have some extra wood, I'll try to put that down for like part of the floor. And for today, I'm thinking maybe we won't even get all of it done, but we'll get a nice start on it, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. So I want it to be the same height, or, you know, I want it to come out of the ground just as much as the general store. I want it to be kind of close to the general store. So maybe we'll put, do we want a pathway going between them is the question. If we do, I'm thinking it should be 3 wide. So there's 3, so we'll start here with the bakery wall. And I'm going to come across, I don't want it to be too big. It doesn't need to be as big as the general store. It's just a little bakery. Let's start there. And I think doors, since they're too wide, I'm going to need some space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 1, 2, 3, and then our door, and then 1, 2, 3. That'll work. All right, cool. So I'm going to use those dimensions. We're going to come back. Maybe the same distance the bakery is to try to keep it even. So we'll come to there. And we'll come to here. And that'll give us room for like a kitchen and then also like a front entrance area for people to come in and put in their orders. So there we go. Cool. It is pretty small, isn't it? Considering how big things are in Rising World, I'm not sure if I should add a couple more or not. Maybe I should, because, I mean, the general store is super wide in comparison. And it's kind of, if you go in there, it's not the biggest once you start putting furniture. So let's see. If I add 2 blocks here, that'll move our door. Our door should still be centered, right? If I put... Do I have any crap blocks I can kind of mess with here? Let's put these down as my pretend door. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this should be the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. I'm not the worst at math after all. Let's come over here and come back like this. There we go. And then I will take this out, and I'm going to look for some wood to put down for the floor, because I think that'll look the nicest. I was about to go out and look for some wood to chop down, but then I realized we still have tons of these blocks here from the project we did on the mountain. So I'm going to kind of use these as the floor inside this build. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go all the way to the edges with it. I'm going to use a different block, maybe the same as the walls, I'm not sure, for the edges. So the floor will just be kind of in the middle of all that. So we're going to come across, we're going to put the floor down like this. And I think that looks pretty nice. This is just a really nice wood texture. The outside looks rustic, but the inside will look a little more modern, which is pretty cool. I think a lot of buildings these days, if you go into like small towns and stuff, have that kind of feel where the outside is like really cool looking and historic, and the inside is all spruced up. So I don't mind doing that at all. Let's grab. Do I want to use the same wall texture for the floor border? I guess, yeah, I guess that'll fit. Let's do it. Why not? YOLO. Come across here. And I guess in this episode, yeah, we'll just see how fast this comes. I want to make sure I get this episode out before I have to go back to work. I'm doing this in like real time, which is not something I generally do in these videos anymore. I like to pre-record so I don't let you guys down in terms of like when videos end up coming out. And it's like really important to me. I want to make sure that everyone can depend on a video every day, kind of early in the day. So I've been keeping to that so far, but since, like I said, I was really busy this weekend, I'm just kind of going off the fly. Flying by the seat of my pants, as they say. Alright, that's about as tall as the general store. And the roof is going to be a whole nother thing. I don't really know. Maybe we'll make it a similar way. Maybe I'll do 2 stories. I haven't even decided yet. But that'll do. Let's go and make a border with these blocks now. I'll kind of figure out where the windows are going to go. Come in like that. So, cool. Again, if you guys have suggestions, you kind of see what I'm doing now, right? I'm building a town. I'm trying to build like a village here. So one of the updates is supposed to be baking. And that implies food and survival aspects as well. And another thing that they're supposed to add is water. Now, part of the reason I said I wasn't going to do Stranded Deep anymore for a while was because the game needed more meat. It needed to get developed a little bit better. And because Deep, Rising World is also under development, we're going to see updates come that kind of mess things up for me a little bit. I'm worried when they add water, which is something they're going to do in the future. I have a feeling that that's going to require a new world in order for me to take advantage of such an update. So, that being said, just don't be surprised if one day I start a new world because of that. But I want to make sure we do everything we can in this one beforehand. So that's why it's so important for you guys to give me suggestions now. And that way, once the time comes to make a new world, we'll have, you know, kind of built everything we feel like we can build in this one. And I can look at the other updates. Maybe we'll do something with the boats they're supposed to add. Things like that. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to. Okay, so I've crafted a whole bunch more of these blocks here. Now for the oven, I'm actually going to use the stone oven right there that comes in the game so far. I don't know if Lyric wanted me to build like my own type of oven. But I think using that oven might be the best bet because we're looking at a, what do you call it, an addition of food being added. I think maybe that's what that oven is supposed to be for, baking bread and things like that. So we're going to make room for one in here, which means I might need to make a 2-story because I think it's going to poke out just like it is over there. I think it's going to kind of hit the ceiling. So we'll have to worry about that in the future. I'm not really sure, but for now I wanted to get these walls done, at least with like an idea with the windows where they're going to go. I think we're going to come out to here with the kitchen. Now the reason I'm not putting windows in the kitchen is because I'm going to leave room for like a, you know, I'm going to put windows in the front, of course, but I'm also leaving room for like maybe like a chimney or something, some other way of getting light in the kitchen, natural light. Let's come, oops, whoopsie. There we go. Let's come in like this. And I guess for the windows out here, since we can readjust the size of the frames, which is pretty cool. I have not messed with that. Maybe we should come back one to make it even, though. I do want to make it even. Do that, and then I'll put down a couple of blocks like this. There we go. Now, I might be able to do a 2x3 window there, and if so, there we go. If not, I can readjust the way the walls in the kitchen come out, and that'll be fine. Let's fill this in like that, and I think we're going to end it on placing the oven down. Nice quick episode for you guys. Nice quick episode for me to get something out to you, because I want to make sure that you get your Rising World. I know people love the series and they hate when it comes out late. They want me to make more episodes of it. A lot of people have asked for more episodes, and I know I can only do so much. Where is, I guess it's a crafting station? Or is it, what would you consider the oven? Maybe it's in resources here. Crafting stations. Oh, the furnace. Okay, yeah. So this will probably be used for like smelting ores then, if it's a crafting station. We need more stone. Bummer, where are we going to find that? Oh, here we go. We need a lot of stone for this build. Let's go. Crafting stations. Furnace. We have no other options in terms of... What? We need 128 stone. We need even more. Jeez. I shouldn't have ever built this furnace in here. Especially because this is probably going to be temporary anyway. Like, I'm probably not going to keep this furnace in there if it doesn't bake bread for me. But I'm going to get the grid down. We're going to place this, I guess, in the center. If I can fit 2, which is possible, that would be pretty badass. But I don't think I can. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the oven in the corner, maybe rotated like this. And then in the kitchen, I could put like some tables and stuff kind of around it. And that way, yeah, I'm going to place this bad boy. That way, people can like use the area around the oven to bake it. So the oven's not like the center, but it is the main, like the focal point. All right, there we go. That is so cool. I wish I could open it and at least see what the interface is going to look like, but they obviously don't have that yet. It does poke above where the roof was going to go, so that means I will need some kind of chimney, but that'll be cool. That'll just look nice. And I think that will about do it. So my next objective here is to get some kind of counter, and maybe I have to get some tables back here and stuff. So we just need furniture, and we need to figure out the roof. So I'd say the bakery is about halfway done, and that is a good point to end the episode. In the next episode, we will finish up the bakery build. I'll get it nice and decorated. Looking at it now, it does look kind of bland in there, so maybe I'll add another type of stone brick or something to kind of add some more charm to it, because it just looks like a big stone ruin right now. So, yeah, we'll definitely look into that. Thank you so much for the suggestions, though. Keep them coming. I will try to take one of your suggestions for every episode, provided I don't have another idea I definitely need to get in the town. So, hit the like button if you've enjoyed. Check out the channel for new videos every single day, and I will see you next time. That opens up. Oh, bucket. You can't. I don't think you can craft these right now, so that's helpful. We got a locker with, ooh, nice hammer, and some duct tape. Duct tape is one of the things you need to craft up the boat motor, so that'll work. Give me the duct tape.